The man makes his way up a steep cliff so that he might be able to get a good look at the surrounding area. He trudges to the top. He catches his breath to find that he is indeed in the middle of nowhere. Nothing but trees as far as the eye can see. I'm going to die out here. He decides to sit down for a little rest and maybe get lucky and spot something. Nothing but wildlife that surrounds him. Did he imagine everything? I'm fucking crazy. He shakes his head and puts his hands to his face. As soon as the words leave his mouth, he spots a person passing from tree to tree. He stands. Hey! Stop! He rapidly descends from the cliff in pursuit of what appears to be a human being. He arrives to the bottom of the cliff and runs to the person who now hides behind a tree. The woman yells and frantically runs from the man. While in pursuit, the man falls into another temporary slumber. His eyes roll into his head and he falls to the ground. As everything fades to black, a young woman gives him an evil, emotionless look. The man mutters out one last sentence. Who am I? Who am I? He comes to with a canopy of trees above him. He turns to find a young woman crouched by a tree. He rises and walks to her. She is pale and is obviously shaken about something. The closer he gets, the heavier she breathes. It's all right. I'm not going to hurt you. She continues to breathe heavily. Are you lost? It's okay. I am too. Are you hurt? I think someone is fucking with me. Have you seen him? The whole time she doesn't look directly at him. She shakes her head yes and answers his question. You have? So, where is he? She doesn't say anything. I find a lot of blood back at the car, and there might be more of us. There's a good chance they might be hurt or even dead. You're with me now. No one will hurt you. She looks up at him with a frightful stare and slowly shakes her head. Yes. The man and woman make their way into the heart of the forest. They continue to search for answers but find nothing. Though the woman has not said a word since they met. The man continues to talk to her as he guides her through the forest. I don't know what else to do but keep walking. Look, miss, do you remember anything? If only you would just talk to me. The woman stops in her tracks. The man looks back. What? The woman raises her arm and points behind him. The man turns and looks. Nothing is there. Nobody's there. But the woman has vanished. He looks all around. She is nowhere in sight. Hey! He continues to walk. Shit. In the distance, the woman can be seen walking away from him. He starts to run toward her. Stop! I'm not going to hurt you. He continues to run, but finds that she has vanished. He looks through the trees and notices the pond. He walks to it. He reaches the pond and finds that it is calm. It's like a mirror reflecting the sky above. No sign of the woman. He turns around and makes his way to the forest. Then the sound of someone violently splashing is heard. He turns around and finds that the woman is drowning in the middle of the pond. He runs to the water and swims to her. He almost reaches her when she sinks below water. He takes a deep breath and plunges in after her. All is quiet for a moment. Will they come back for air? The man breaks to the surface, gasping for air. He takes a few breaths and dives back down after her. He once again breaks to the surface, upset that he has lost her. Then from behind, someone slowly rises from the water. It's the woman. Pure evil is within her eyes. The man doesn't notice. She slowly makes her way below water. Without notice, the man feels a sharp tug from his foot. He struggles to keep above water when he vanishes far below. Once again, all is quiet. The man finally resurfaces by the edge of the pond. With all his might, he swims to the shore. Once he reaches the land, his face falls to the dirt. Moments pass, and he awakes. He decides to continue his journey. He finds himself surrounded by cliffs. He looks around. Something strikes his view. The woman. She's just standing there watching him. Her eyes never blink. He runs to her. She never twitches a muscle. He almost reaches her when she vanishes. It's too late for him to stop, and he finds that he has a huge drop directly in front of him. He slides and finds himself hanging from his fingernails. He looks down. He shouldn't have done that. He looks above to the ground. The woman, she's staring him down, watching as his life dangles in front of her. Please, help me up. He slowly reaches his hand to her. His fingertips barely touch the feet of the woman. He loses his grip and falls a little further down than before. He looks up. She's not there. He pulls himself up and lays from exhaustion. As the man makes his way through the forest, he spots the lady walking behind a tree. That bitch. The man follows around the tree as she vanishes before his eyes. What the hell? He looks down to discover that there are two graves. One has been recently filled, while the other is empty. Oh my God. He falls to his knees in shocking realization that he may have witnessed the cries of a spirit. She was dead? His eyes once again roll into his head, and he falls to the earth. No, no.